Despite having opportunities down the stretch, they fall to the 15-6 Houston Rockets, 115-113. Well, we'll talk to you in a few. Adam Oslin has you the rest of the way. He'll have the keys. The Clippers drop a road contest, and they'll head home to take on Memphis on Monday, 6:30 tip, 5:30 pregame. We'll talk to you in a couple on your Clippers Audio Network.
Well, the Clippers implode in Houston late, and it is another late loss as they fall by a score of 115-113 after losing close in Minnesota 4 days ago. Welcome into your postgame show. I'm Adam Oslin, as the Clippers are now 6-19 on the season, and we keep seeing the same story over and over again in the second half of basketball games, where the Clippers cannot seem to figure out how to win, and instead they're inventing ways to lose right now. Let's get back to your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, multiple opportunities for this Clippers team in the fourth quarter. They were gifted some by the Houston Rockets. They were not able to take advantage of them.
No, I mean, this game was tied 1-0. What was it? 104 all, 103 all, and the Clippers couldn't get it done. I mean, they were unable to close the door, couldn't close on the offensive glass. We were tied at 110 all, give an offensive rebound. Then you get the ball with 14 seconds left, and the Houston Rockets are on the defensive end, and you turn it over on a Kawhi Leonard offensive foul. The Clippers, I mean, this is the second straight game, the third straight game, Adam, they've been tied with 3 minutes or less, and they've been unable to win the ball game. It's now 9 clutch losses for the LA Clippers. And when you think of that, this team's got 19 losses, and 9 of them, they were within 5 minutes, within 5 points, under 5 minutes. The closing of games might be their biggest issue so far this season. They're so close so many times, but so many times they fall apart with the game in their hands.
Yeah, and when your margin of victory is as small as it's been for this Clippers team, you're going to get a lot of games that end up in crunch time or clutch time, last 5 minutes within 5 points. You have to find a way to pull these type of victories out. You know, we heard from Coach Lou at practice on Tuesday after the close loss in Minnesota saying it's just one thing. It's one turnover late or a missed rebound. It's a three-pointer given up. They're one play away over and over again, and they just continue to not be able to get over the hump.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, it just feels like the Clippers are right there, and yet the inopportune times to get the ball down court, to find teammates, to knock down shots, and then your opponent knocking down shots as well. It just really hurts this team. That the Rockets hit timely shots. Kawhi Leonard had a couple good looks from distance in the fourth, couldn't hit them, and the Clippers fall. Ivica Zubac was incredible. I mean, maybe one of his best games of the season, Adam. 33 points today, 7 for 11 from the free throw line, 13 for 14 from the field with 7 rebounds. What more can you say? The Clippers leaned on Big Zoo, and he helped them in a huge way.
Yeah, Ivica Zubac and Şengün, they were having a battle back and forth in this one, and Zoo really got the best of him. I mean, 13 of 14 from the field is absolute dominance out there for those 33 points. It's between this and the game in Cleveland where he played so well. Unfortunately, both games losses by this Clippers team who continue to just manufacture them over and over again. They're trying to find ways to win basketball games, but continue to come up a little bit short as they're 6-19 now on the season, as they would lose in Houston 115-113 in a game they let get away from them once again, where they had the lead at the half, had the lead entering the fourth quarter, but the opposition was too good down the stretch. Not enough stops by this Clippers defense, not enough buckets on the other end. They lose by 2 in Houston. Clippers will now have 3 days off to think about this one and return home. Hopefully it's becoming a safe haven once again, because they're going to need into a dome on Monday night. They're taking on the Grizzlies, and they're going to need Clipper Nation behind them to get out of this funk. 7:30 tip-off between the Clippers and Grizz. We'll have your pregame show starting at 6:30. Carlo, great call as always. We will talk to you back at the Dome on Monday.
Adam, do I get to see you on Monday?
I think I'll be there.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited about
and
that.
And the vibes are coming with me.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Talk to you Monday, good sir.
More Clippers post game coming up next after they lose late in Houston. 115-113 is your final. Yes, it feels the same as Saturday and the game prior. The Clippers once again cannot pull out a game late. They are reeling right now in clutch time. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. So as I was screaming about when I had myself on mute, guys, that inbounds play, they had 8 seconds left. Why is no one coming towards the basketball? They ran an inbounds play. I have to see it again, but they ran an inbounds play from my vantage point like it was 1 or 2 seconds left. And they had to throw a long Christian Laettner pass or pass to Christian Laettner type Duke Kentucky play, or the play they ran in Boston where James Harden got off that three-pointer with minimal time remaining. That wasn't the case here. They didn't need that type of play. They had 8 seconds left. How do you get a 5-second violation there? No one came to get the basketball from Nico Batum. Between that and the Kawhi Leonard offensive foul, my God. Finding new ways to lose. It's just you're banging your head against the wall going through this over and over again right now. It's tough, Clipper Nation.
We got until 8:30 tonight.
Gotcha.
Or shop online at toyota.com/.
Every game, it's a new type of frustration coming out. Another game they could have won.
formerly called the Humane Society.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. They're 6-19.
Together, we have created a new version of Peter Gabriel's beautiful song, Salisbury Hill, to celebrate.
I didn't like some of the three-pointers that Kawhi took in the fourth quarter. I didn't like one of the three-pointers that James Harden took in the fourth quarter.
And animal cruelty.
Zoo was dominating. Who was the guy in the pregame show that was in here saying Zoo sucks?
Let's get back at it. This is LA Clippers basketball. Right here on the LA Clippers Audio Network.
I watch the move, I'm thinking about you.
The Clippers continue to find ways to lose ball games. They lose this time in Houston after some improbable plays on the negative side, with a 5-second call on an inbounds, with the Clippers down 3 in an offensive foul on Kawhi Leonard late. It's just every game right now, they're finding a different way to lose late. Every game winnable, every game lost somehow. It's unbelievable. This Clippers team has now 9 losses in clutch time, I believe. Last 5 minutes of a game within 5 points. Another one against a good Houston team. They led by 2 against, entering the fourth quarter. Could have won the game Saturday. Could have won this game as well. But instead, it looks to me, I've been saying this for over a week, they've forgotten how to win. And now they're 6-19. I can't get over the hump. After 4 days off. Now they have 3 days off to think about this one. Your final box score, Clippers shoot 50% from the field. Houston, 46%. Now it's a big discrepancy. How do you make up for that? Well, the Houston Rockets had 22 offensive rebounds, leading to 23 points. They are historic when it comes to cleaning the glass on the offensive end. Some say the analytics point to them being the best offensive rebounding team ever. And you saw it again tonight in this one. They ended up getting up 15 more shots than the Clippers. That's how you can win a game, when you shoot worse from the field and worse from 3. Clippers were 14 of 38 from the outside. Houston 12 of 34. Clippers 21 of 26 from the free throw line. There was a big one missed by Ivica Zubac in the fourth. Houston 17 of 21 from the free throw line. Now, Houston gave them 19 turnovers. Clippers turned that into 21 points. It's a good number. Clippers still had 15, though, leading to 18 points for Houston. Clippers were led by Ivica Zubac with 33 points on 13 of 14 shooting against this Houston front line. If you wonder why I get frustrated with Ivica Zubac not getting the basketball more, it's games like this where you see the full potential. He outplayed Şengün. He outplayed Jabari Smith Jr., Steven Adams. Zoo was the best big out there. And they still lose this game. And I felt like they took some ill-advised shots in the fourth quarter and forced a couple of three-pointers when they didn't need to in a tight ball game. Kawhi Leonard was 3 of 10 from the outside. He missed, I believe, 3 three-pointers in the fourth quarter. Did play 41 minutes. The minutes restriction was off, but was 9 of 22 for 24 points. James Harden, 7 of 18 for 22 points. 7 assists to 4 turnovers. Don't love that ratio. The bench continues to struggle. They only manufactured 16 points. Houston's bench had 31. They still got 22 from Şengün, 20 from Amen Thompson. Kevin Durant goes 5 of 14. Only has 16 points. You got to win that game. Clippers don't. They're 6-19 on the season after they lose in Houston, 115-113. Quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll also get to your phone calls, 866-987-2570, 866-987-2570 if you want to get on early for Clippers talk. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.
I think I was just ranting to myself on the YouTube side again because I had myself on mute. I'm trying to go back and forth between the sound card and the internal microphone on the computer as the Clippers lose again, 115 to 113. They're 6-19 on the season. They lose close. They can't make the winning plays down the stretch. The opposition does kind of. Felt like Houston backed into this victory. The Clippers let them have it in some ways. Clippers next ball game, back it into a dome after they go 1-4 on this 5-game road trip. The dome is home. They're taking on the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday night. Tip off at 7:30, pregame at 6:30 outside of Los Angeles. We're leaving you until then. In LA, it's Clippers Talk next. I don't know why the mic keeps putting me on frickin' mute.
The official recap of Clippers hoops. Oh yeah, your post-game look at the LA Clippers.
Sometimes I can unplug it. It doesn't put me on mute. Other times it does.
Basketball all season long here on the
Good
LA
rant. It's good
Clippers.
rant. I got you, Adam.
Daniel West heard the rant.
Yeah,
It was
good.
epic.
By searching LA Clippers on the free download it now iHeartRadio app.
I'm so frustrated, guys. I can't believe a 5-second call on an inbounds play. What the hell is happening here with an inbounds play and an offensive foul late?
The new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota.
I don't know what's going to happen. When you're 6-19, everything has to be on the table, right?
Let's go places. Clippers fans.
Had Tomer Zarli on pregame, talked about his reported Zubac trade at clutch points by Brett Siegel. Well, Zubac stock is way up. He just cooked again. But instead, the Clippers are settling for bad three-pointers in the fourth quarter when Ivica Zubac has missed one shot. One shot. Why is Kawhi settling for those three-pointers? Why is James Harden taking a 30-foot kill shot type of three that wouldn't have ended the game? Ivica Zubac is controlling the game. He's missed one shot. He's 13 of 14. They couldn't handle him. One of the best front lines in the NBA, and Ivica Zubac was decimating him. And they're taking long three-pointers in the fourth quarter instead of running offense. Like they're trying to get bailed out by threes there instead of doing the real work. I know Kawhi had some good looks, but he wasn't having a great game. Ivica Zubac was. You got to be better than that. You got to hit. Zubac should have had a career high tonight. Easily.
Who do ID coming in here?
Gotcha.
Phones that make your feelings known. Now your host for Clippers Talk, it's Adam Osler.
One of my favorite shows that was like a vignette or a spin-off of Eek the Cat. It was called Terrible Thunder Lizards. And there was a caveman who routinely got smashed by a rock or something or a dinosaur at the end of every episode. I feel like one of their names was Sam and one was voiced by Al Bundy. No, it was, who was it? Not Tim the Toolman Taylor. The guy who does the infomercials. I'm sorry. I'm so frustrated right now. Anyways, the point is, Al Borland from Home Improvement. That caveman, that catchphrase he would say after the end of every episode was, when does the hurting stop? When does it? The Clippers are now 6-19 after another close loss late in Houston in a ball game they probably should have won again. Just like the last game and the game before that. Meltdowns late, implosions late, an offensive foul after they get gifted one by Jabari Smith Jr. down 2. It's Kawhi Leonard using the off arm against Aaron Holiday. And it's a 5-second call where they can't get the ball into an inbounds play down 3. These type of mistakes can't happen by a veteran group. Not in the spot they're in. I'm Adam Moslin. It's Clippers Talk. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on AM 570 LA Sports. Yeah, wasn't it Al Borland who said, I don't think so, Tim? To Tim Allen. 6-19. 6-19 on the season now. And the amount of games that have been winnable lately where the Clippers look like they were playing much better just to find ways to lose anyways, well, endless. Just like, when does the hurting stop? When does the pain stop? When can they turn this around? They're coming back home to Intuit Dome on Monday against Memphis. Gonna need Clipper Nation to help them out, help them rally. I don't know what it's gonna take. They can't get over the hump. They have played a lot of good basketball the last 3 games, and they're 0-3 because they can't make the winning plays. They can't get the play they need in the end. They're a play away each game. That's what it feels like right now. That's what Coach Lou has talked about. In fact, do we still have this audio here, Daniel? This was pregame. This was at practice on Tuesday. The Clippers just had 4 days off. They got 3 days off before they play again on Monday. This was Coach Lou expressing his frustration and feeling like they're playing better, but they can't get over the hump.
You know, we played better. You know, we've been close. It's just, you know, one turnover that we shouldn't have, or one missed box out, or, you know, one missed open 3 to win the game. And so we've been close, you know, and so just got to continue to keep plugging away. And we got to turn it. Like, we can't have guys turn it for it. We got to turn it for ourselves. And our guys are doing that. It's just we haven't been able to get over that hump.
No, they can't get over the hump still after 4 days off in Houston. There's been a lot of good process. But what they need are some good results, some actual wins. Yes, the defenses look better. Yes, they're still playing hard. You still need some victories in there. You're 6-19. The results matter. It's not just about good process. It has to lead to good results. And the Clippers, what happened at the end of this game, it's just baffling. Houston left the door open. You're down by 2. And Kawhi Leonard has an offensive foul with 14 seconds left on Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday misses a free throw. You still have a chance. Down 3, 114-111. There are 8.7 seconds left on that inbound pass. The ill-fated inbound pass that was never made by Nico. And I'm not blaming him because nobody came into the backcourt to get it. I could understand that if there was 1 or 2 seconds left, maybe. There's 8.7 seconds left. They don't have a timeout. I don't know if they tried to run the same play they did against Boston that led to that 3-pointer that went in and out on the left wing by James Harden, but there was minimal time left in that game. You can inbound it into the backcourt here and bring it into the front court with 8.7 seconds left. I know Ime Udoka is probably going to foul, given that they're up 3, but you still got to execute out there. I need to see that play again because that was just disastrous and should never happen. A 5-second violation by this group at this time. Just shockingly bad, but I shouldn't be shocked at this point. Shame on me. Lenny and Corona Lenny, you're on Clippers Talk with Adam Moslem. What's up?
Adam, thank you, buddy. Hey, I've always supported Lou. T. Lou's been my man. I've always supported him. But it's time. He's got to go. This record will not, regardless of whose fault it is, he's got to go. They're 6-19. It's just I don't know what to say anymore. I think they need the shakeup. They got to do it. What do you think?
I don't know if it's going to change anything. It's a players' league, and the players are making mistakes out there, like on the inbounds play.
He's not utilizing Zoo the way he should. I don't think Zoo's being utilized correctly. It's not the old Clippers. It's a new team here. I mean, Zoo's a lot better player than he was a year or 2 years ago. The ball needs to get into the big man. He outplayed every big man tonight.
He did.
And yeah, he did. And
well, look,
I
can put blame on Coach Lou there. I can put blame on James Harden and Kawhi Leonard also taking bad three-pointers in a tight game where they don't need to force those shots.
Absolutely. Yep.
There's a lot of blame to go around.
But you can't fire Leonard. You can't fire Harden. You got to let Lou go. I mean, it's time. It's time. It is time. Tonight's the night. It's got to go.
Well, I'm here to tell you, Lenny, I don't know if you heard from Lawrence Frank last week, but he said Coach Lou's going to be here for a long time, so I don't think it is time.
I heard him say that. And then he's got to go too. I mean, we got to. This is our team. This is us. The Clippers. They're not playing.
Here's the thing: if you're going to blow it up like that, you better have a plan. You better know who you're going to hire, because shaking things up for the sake of it, that's not always a great idea.
No, I agree with you. But I think they should have been thinking about this for the last 5 games. I mean, tonight seems like it's tonight. I don't know. I love you, Adam. I love your energy and everything you do, and that's just how I feel. And I'm hurting right now. I love this guys. I love the Clippers.
Lenny, I'm with you.
Everything you do, I appreciate it. All right.
Thanks for the phone call, Lenny. Jose and Downey. Jose, you're on Clippers Talk with Adam Moslem. What's up, Jose?
Hey, Adam. Yeah, I agree, man. To have a veteran group out there and to make those mistakes, that was probably one of the season lows, man. To on a tight game when you're in it.
It's a new low every game. It's a new low every game. That's the problem right now. We keep saying this. There is no bottom.
I mean, yeah, I personally still I like Ty Lue. I think he's had to coach his butt off with not having his best players or the player that he has to center around for many years, and he's done pretty well. But I don't really like the Lawrence Frank what he's done in a couple big moves that set us off in the last couple years. And if they are tied together, as much as I like Ty Lue, I think I would want to see a big shakeup like that. But you do have to have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, you're going to be stuck in a worse place if you bring in the wrong person. But I don't know what to say here, man. I mean, I've been with them for many years, and it's getting to that early 2000s point with this team. And I mean, I know they can't make any moves. I know there's a lot of calls that are always like, oh, they need to trade this person, they need to trade that person. I mean, there's no moves that can be made until next week anyways, for those those free agents you signed. You're talking about CP3, Brook Lopez, which are some of if you're not going to be using Brook, I mean, then try to trade him. But the thing is, for what? So, I mean, what are you going to be able to get in return? But I just want a playable person. If you don't think that Lopez is capable of playing on the team, then just trade him for somebody who's capable to play, that you're going to use in the rotation. Because sometimes I feel they come up short in that way because nobody's hitting a shot. And I don't like those threes that you're talking about that Kawhi and Harden took, the ill-advised threes. But you get to a certain point, I think if you're them, where you're looking around, who else can make a shot?
Zubac!
Would have been
Zubac can make a shot. My guy, Ivica Zubac is 13 of 14 in the game. There's no excuse for not getting him to at
Yeah.
least 15 shots in a game where he's missed
Yeah.
one. I'm sorry, but who else is going to make a shot? There's an easy answer. There's an easy answer in this game.
Yeah. And you know, I'm 100%, you know, I'm always one of the ones I need to see more touches for Zoo, always. But I think that's the mentality that that Harden and Kawhi have right now. And you know, as much as I was really excited up on the Collins trade, I could see what they were trying to do. He was never going to come in and replace Powell's points, but it was like we get a bigger body, some of his points, some of Bradley Beal's points, Bogdan will beat some of him points, and that's how we're going to make up for what Powell was showing last year. But as of right now, we're deep enough in. Collins is getting enough run, and his inconsistencies are catching up in terms of the offensive side and on the defensive side at times. I mean, I've read a lot of talk about putting them in a trade for somebody with a package for somebody. I mean, again, I don't know what you do at this point if all those articles are saying they're not going to move off of Kawhi, they're not going to move off of Harden, and Zoo is like
I don't know
50-50.
what to believe with some of those things. You know, front offices do this as a smokescreen to drive up the price sometimes too. I think if we just go off of what Lawrence Frank said last week, that he can make some aggressive moves if this group is not as good as he thought they would be. Well, they are 6-19, and the 15th is next week, and you can start moving a lot of contracts. We shall see. Jose, I appreciate it. Anything else?
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. Brandon in Anaheim. Brandon, save me from my conniption or an aneurysm because of Issa Zubac was 13-14 tonight, and they're taking long three-pointers in the fourth.
Yeah, man, they should have fed him for sure, dude. But honestly, man, I mean, that offensive foul, did you really think it was an offensive foul? I didn't see no shoulder lowered. I didn't see no arm extended. I thought that was kind of a weak call. But what do you think?
It was an offensive foul, especially because they just called the one on Jabari Smith Jr. It was obvious.
So he did extend his arm, then?
Obvious off arm. And I think the problem, Aaron Holiday went flying. And I'll say this. For most of the game, Kawhi had Jabari Smith Jr. on him and bigger guys. And so maybe he used a little bit too much power on a smaller player there. Otherwise, if sometimes it's the result of it that they're looking at, and Holiday just went flying.
I get you. Yeah. I mean, with that force, Jabari Smith probably would have stayed there, but Aaron Holiday went flying. I get you. I mean, my real question about calling here today is about, I hear a bunch of trade talks lately about Michael Porter Jr. How do you feel about that? Because I know Harden thrives with like 3-and-D guys, you know, and like people that can space the floor. How do you feel about trading for Michael Porter Jr.?
Who are you trading for him?
I mean, I don't really see this going through, but I did see they were talking about the salary like fillers and like putting like Bogey and John Collins together to getting Michael Porter. I don't know if Brooklyn would ever do that.
Yeah, they
Maybe
would.
They would ask some like draft picks. Yeah, they wouldn't, but they would ask some from like picks or something. But would you be down for maybe like a couple seconds or something?
Seconds, sure, maybe. I doubt they're doing it though, Brandon. I appreciate the phone call. I got to take a time out here. I just think they can get more from him with how good he's been so far this season, and looking like the guy that a lot of people thought he could be if he had his own team scoring wise coming out of college, if he didn't have the back injuries and everything. And while they've been losing, he's a bucket. He can do a lot for you. Quick timeout. Come back. 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570. Looking for post-game audio after the Clippers lose 115-113 in Houston. They're 6-19. I'm Adam Moslin, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network and AM 570 LA Sports.
Days to talk Clippers.
This is Clipper Talk.
Make sure to follow Clippers Talk wherever you get your podcasts.
Daily reaction and conversation.
The struggle continues. Yeah, like I love Michael Porter Jr., but you're gonna have to probably give up far too much to get him. And I don't think you should be giving up any more first-round picks. Salvaging this season, we might be past that point. I don't know. What is best case scenario? The Clippers are the 9th or 10th seed,
With that kind of versatility,
and then you get OKC in the first round, where you likely get waxed. I don't know.
California's best-selling truck.
Tough decisions are going to have to be made.
It's time to see forward in a new light.
Also in this game, John Collins, he had 0 rebounds in 24 minutes. That's pretty shocking.
Doesn't sound good.
So they didn't play him in the fourth quarter.
We got 2 more breaks after this.
Gotcha. I don't know what Intuit Dome's going to look like on Monday. I hope the fans rally behind this team and help elevate them. They need it. But the team's got to perform too and give the fan base something to cheer about.
Crosses back and forth. Zubac's on his.
I just really don't know what's going to happen now.
On board. The hardwood.
substitution, not valid under discounts or promotions. Prices may vary. Back to more LA Clippers basketball.
Take us with you on the iHeartRadio app.
Right here on the LA Clippers audio network.
Zubac missed 1 shot. And the Clippers lose 115-113 in Houston after some gaffes late where it felt like they gave the game away. I know it was a tight contest down the stretch, and I was proud of their fight at times. James Harden, the 4-point play. Kawhi has an and one. And they were still going to beat Zubac some. But if a guy is 13 of 14, I don't understand some of the three-pointers that were taken in the fourth quarter in a close game. I know guys are tired and they're just looking for a bailout kill shot. If this just goes, we can get some distance here. But I want to say Kawhi missed 3. James Harden took a really ill-advised three-pointer that was an air ball from way out, down 5. He did have a steal right after that. But it's a 3-point game with 1:02 left. Şengün misses, falls to the floor. They got a 5-on-4, and James Harden does hit a 3 off of a Batum pass to tie it at 110. It's a tie game at 110. And then they give up multiple offensive rebounds off a Reed Shepherd missed three-pointer. Şengün misses again. Amen Thompson gets the tip in. It's not like the Clippers weren't battling. The Rockets are just a better team and a better rebounding team. And Amen Thompson was fouled, and that was an and one and the biggest bucket of the game. Put him up 113-110. Julio, that was Julio at first. Julio in Baldwin Park. Julio, what's up?
I thought that was a very winnable game. Very easy to point fingers and have a game going. All firing times. I agree with you. I don't think it's all good things. This team is just right now. We catch a break with the Jabari Smith Jr. offensive foul, and then Kawhi Leonard makes a very ill-advised play, and there's a lot of things we could point fingers to, but it just comes down to this team is just not playing good basketball.
Yeah, like I've been saying for weeks, it's a collective failure. Some people just want to blame Lawrence Frank. Some people just want to blame Ty Lue. Some want to blame both. Some want to blame one player or two players. It is a collective failure here. And that's how you get to 6-19. It's not one person or one thing. And they have forgotten how to win at this point. Julio, would you agree?
I 100% agree. I've been a fan for a while, and it's sad to say with the names we have on this roster, it's one of the worst teams I've seen play.
considering this roster to be 6-19, and I appreciate the phone call, Julio. I got to take a break. It is just an unbelievable disaster. I was talking about this like a month ago now. What if the Clippers get to 20 losses before 10 wins? Well, they're right on the doorstep of that now at 19 losses. And some people laughed at that at the time, and now it's happening. Unbelievable. Quick timeout. Clippers lose in Houston, 115-113. If you want to get on, 866-987-2570, 866-987-2570. I'm Adam Moslin, and this is Clippers Talk here on AM 570 LA Sports. Pet's head's falling off. Clippers lose 115-113. Sky is falling radio as they're 6-19 now on the season. Welcome back into Clippers Talk. I'm Adam Osland. 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570. Gonna save my voice. A lot of radio still to be done tomorrow. This Clippers team, they can't save themselves. I don't know what they're waiting for. They're waiting for other teams to do it, to turn the tide, to throw them a bone. It kind of happened with Houston making some bad mistakes late, an offensive foul themselves, a missed free throw. And I just rewatched that inbounds play. And this is really, really pathetic. Honestly, that's the only word I can use here, because Nico Batum, like, nobody is coming over to inbound the basketball. Nico finally runs over. Everybody's walking away from it. James Harden is pointing to, I don't know if he's pointing to Nico or Kawhi. Nico eventually comes over there. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. It's a clear 5-second violation. As I think James Harden is calling for Kawhi to come to the basketball. He's being guarded by Amen Thompson. James Harden is making no effort to get to the basketball. You can't have that from your two stars. You cannot have an implosion down 114-111 like that on an inbounds play with 8.7 seconds left. I don't know what they're doing. They didn't have a timeout. Too many veterans on this team to need one. You got to be better than that. Kyle in Orange County. Kyle, what's up? You're on Clippers Talk.
Hey, Adam. I just had a question for you. At what point do we just realize that the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to win this thing? And do we just stop worrying about trying to get better and worry about next season, I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
All right, Kyle. The point could be now. The point could be right now. I don't know how much longer. You're 6-19. If they're 8-25, is that the point? I've said for a bit now, you shouldn't worry so much about OKC and getting a top 5 pick to the point you're hurting yourself, cutting off your nose to spite your face. You know, OKC, you got to let that trade go at some point. Like, just trying to win, but it hurts your own future because you're clearly not going to be winning enough, it looks like, this season. But you're trying to salvage things when you might be better off just focusing on next year, the next 2 years, and playing younger guys or trading guys for draft picks. That point could be now. I don't know. It's a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll close things out. Jamil called in once again, 866-987-2570, 866-987-2570 is the phone number. Lawrence Frank said this on December 3rd, quote, "If I'm wrong and this roster isn't capable of doing more, as always, we'll be aggressive in trying to fix it. We'll explore every avenue to make this team better." They're 6-19. I would expect some moves this next week. I'm Adam Moslin. This is Clippers Talk here on AM 570 LA Sports.
With a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander.
At some point, you keep losing, you got to focus on the future.
So without further ado, riding in the snow.
Especially if you're going to make a move. Well, Kawhi just got back or got off his minutes limit.
Oh, what fun it is today. Holiday wishes come true.
Teams might be interested in Kawhi. I don't know. Because of the aspiration stuff. He's still got 2 more years.
A new holiday classic. Toyota, Toyota.
But that was embarrassing at the end of this ball game. Not, Kawhi, the offensive foul, whatever. The inbounds play, that's just a disaster on so many levels.
Let's go places. Coors Light presents
And yeah, some of that is going to fall on Coach Lue. I don't know how guys weren't better prepared for that. I wish I could get some post-game audio from Coach Lue.
Open with music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose. Yeah.
I don't even know if he talked because there's nobody on the beat to my knowledge there from the Clippers side.
$6 is all it takes to go to your happy place. We're stacked.
I am scouring the earth for post-game.
French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6.
I don't know
The omelets come with a side of pancakes.
if nobody's there to ask him any questions.
Go to your happy place every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time.
We'll take one call. We'll get out.
Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary. Back to more LA Clippers basketball.
Take us with you on the iHeartRadio app.
Right here.
Clippers lose late. Lose a close ball game. Houston made more plays to win it. The Clippers made more plays to lose it. I'm Adam Moslin. It's Clippers Talk. Jamel calling from Pasadena. Jamel, what's up here on Clippers Talk with Adam Moslin?
Hey, how you doing, Adam? I know how you doing already, so I was being courteous by saying how you doing, but I can already tell.
It's all good. Like the Zubac thing, that frustrates me more than anything because I've been saying since 2021 there is more to Ivica Zubac you could exploit, and they don't. And you see a game like tonight against this front line of the Houston Rockets, and he's missed 1 shot, and he only gets up 14. Kawhi gets up 22 shots. James Harden gets up 18 shots. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Exactly. And it's like I'm noticing when he's doing the same thing he was doing against Cleveland, like, they go away from him in the fourth quarter and just start forcing shots. Like, Kawhi shot 3, crazy. I'm like, what are you doing? And then James Harden airballed him. Like, those could have all been 2 points, 2 points, 2. And if not 2 points, Zoo makes the right position, the right place in the position to get the ball to the conducive guys to score. So it's like, come on, man. What are we doing here? And, like, to blame Ty Lue, only thing I say about Ty Lue, I don't blame him, but I just think now it's time for him to start going with sets. We're too old. We're running around. The ISO doesn't work as much no more. If Zoo don't got it going, if we can't go down to him, we should start running some type of play set, some type of off-screen ball, to get people open and give people just the easier looks. And then, and then one more thing, like, I understand Chris Dunn's a hell of a defender, but he specializes in defense. So I feel like if we just, in some situations with the rebounds, we just secure a possession, that's when you put in the guys that are specialized in literally just getting rebounds. Yannick, you put in a banger like John Collins, even though he don't get rebounds, you still put him in there just for a body and just for presence. That way we can secure the board, then you can always call the timeout and then reshuffle and put Chris Dunn back in, So I feel like that's what we need to do in order to, because I think the season might be pretty much over with now.
All right, Jamel. I hope you're wrong, but you're being realistic, so I understand it. We'll talk to you on Monday, my friend.
Yeah, God bless, brother.
Clippers taking on the Memphis Grizzlies Monday night back at Into a Dome after a 1-4 road trip with 3 extremely winnable games that they lost late. We'll see if their fortunes change back in front of Clipper Nation. Tip-off at 7:30. We'll have your pregame show starting at 6:30. Before we get out of here, I do want to thank the Clippers organization, Ralph Lawler, Brian Seaman, Noah Eagle, Carlo Jimenez on the call. Happy birthday, Noah Eagle, the young goat. Daniel West, our producer, back here in the bank. I'm Adam Osland. We will talk to you guys on Monday.